Hello, this is Tazilon, and I am in Sacred Valley in my VK2801 for a Lighthouse tutorial on delayed rushes. Now, most of the time you mention delayed rushes, you think it's going to be the middle of the fight, maybe the period where you're transitioning from the middle to the end of the fight. But sometimes the opportunity to do a delayed rush comes sooner than you think. In this battle, we have two lights and they have one. We each have one artillery. We're kind of heavy on TDs, they're heavy on mediums. So they have more mobility than us, so you kind of expect them to win the south and us to win the brawl up in the north. We'll have to see how the battle goes. I want to move over just to take a look down the middle here, see if I see one of their mediums or the bulldog try to come into the center. Okay, I'm going to stop it real quick right here. Just as a side note for scouts, this little bush complex right here, especially if you're in a smaller scout, that can yield great rewards sometimes. It can also be a death trap, but like the saying goes, high risk, high reward, high risk. You can sometimes do a great job spotting up there. Just be careful if there's a lot of enemy scouts, maybe not the best idea. On a match like this, it might work. I'm worried about it because I don't have as much luck there in my 2801 as I do in my smaller scouts. I'm more worried about in this fight about the fact they have so many mediums. It'd be very easy if they send a couple mediums up the center. I don't have a good way to get out of there. If they would have had mostly heavies and TDs, then that would have been a good option. So I'm looking at our mediums pushing down to the south here. I'm thinking, hey, maybe I should go join them. I'm not used to having bigger tanks go across the bridge like that and get away with it. And as always, as I'm driving around, I'm looking at the mini-map, counting tanks, trying to keep form an idea of where there may be holes in the enemy lines that I can exploit. Seeing who's gone where just gives me an idea of what I can get away with later. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks up north, and 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks down south. That's 9 tanks. I know the arty is 11 or 10, so I have 5 tanks unaccounted for right now. And important to me, though, is that the light, there's another one, only 4 tanks unaccounted for. The light is to the north. There's a gaping hole just like this. The reason being, all these tanks down here are continuing to move south. They aren't stopping back in this area. So to me, that means if I can get through here and not get seen, I can use the buildings and go just like this and come right in on their artillery and either get an easy kill and move on, or force them to react to me and help my team out at the point of attack. So off I go. It's under 2 minutes into the fight. I'm already doing a delayed rush because the opportunity is there. It appears that they failed to monitor this route, so off I go. And it's working perfect. Lots of times by now, if they had tanks right here, they would see me, but I could see on the mini-map that they had pulled past that point, so that was green light for me to head north. I'm going to come in on this arty. He's going to have no idea I'm coming. I want to make sure I stay out of the cap circle so I don't alert anybody that I'm up here this close to the arty, especially the arty. I want him to be kept in the dark. There he is. And I'm still behind bushes. He hasn't seen me until right now. Look how close I am before he even knows I'm here. I can just stop, get a good shot. Now, where am I going to go? We got a 2-tank lead. It was only a 1-tank lead when I did that. That heavy over there looks like he's about toast. And I think we've secured... Oh, no, one more TD. I'll get this guy. I was hoping to track him, didn't do it. I thought he was going to spin toward me, and then he decided not to. Press on, get another shot on him. Oh, gone. Now it's time to go down to the south and help out down there. And we're blowing up the battlefield now. This game's getting... it's no longer close. They're going to end up surrounded and flanked, and it's going to go downhill for them quickly. The 54 is over there. I'm going to try to use this little outcropping of rock for cover if I need it. Pull up and get a shot, I hope. There we go. He turned toward me. I'll take a shot back up. He's pointed forward again, so time to get another shot. This is pretty much more flank-a-boom here. When he's not looking at me, I pull forward, I shoot him. I can just, oh, now he's going to look at me, I back up. I'm reloading. Now I'm ready to go. I'm banking on the fact he can't see me anymore. He's pointed the other way. Bounce. He's in a situation where he can't win. It's impossible. He's never going to hit me unless he just gets really lucky and fires just to pull out. Now he's dead. End of battle. Nothing outstanding here results-wise. It is 1,203 XP, so just kind of a run-of-the-mill battle. 2 spots, 250 spotted damage, 1 kill, 1,114 damage. But the whole point of this was to show you that you watch the mini-map no matter what you're doing. Keep an eye on the mini-map. And like I said last battle on Murovanka, it's not just enough to see where the enemy tanks are, and your tanks for that matter. You have to understand what that means. What does that allow me to get away with? What do I have to prepare for a minute or two from now? In this case, it was telling me, with the enemy tanks not setting up here to fire, they all move down this way. That means I can move up here and they can't spot me. And there's been no tanks spotted. There's only 2 or 3 tanks where I don't know where they're at. That means I should go north. Don't wait. Why wait to delay and have that gap get filled in? It looks like the gap's there now, and they don't have an ability to see me. One of those unknown tanks may be in my way, but that's one of my rules. If there's only a couple tanks that could possibly somehow magically be in the way that I'm going for, odds are they aren't going to be where they need to be. And I get through unscathed. I was right on top of the artillery before he even knew I was coming. And from there, it was just helping mop up the rest. You got to see another example of flank-a-boom. When they're looking at you, back up, get cover. When they look the other way, pull out and fire. Take down big tanks, get no damage in return. From Sacred Valley. Taking an early delayed rush, getting an arty kill, helping achieve victory. Happy hunting.